Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are all doing well. If not, then I hope your day is at least decent, because I have gathered some exciting news about Fast 11 for you. I don't know about you, but I am super hyped for this movie. It's going to be the second part of the epic finale of the Fast saga, and I can't wait to see what happens next. And that's not all. I also have some juicy details about the story, the cast, and the release date, so we will be checking them out. But before we do that, there is something you need to know about Fast 11 that will shock you. Stay tuned to find out what it is. Do you want some exciting news about Fast 11? Well, you better buckle up because the director of the movie, Louis Leterrier, has just dropped some hints about the next big bad of the franchise. You know who I'm talking about, right? Jason Momoa's Dante, the ruthless and charismatic villain who gave Dom and his crew a hard time in Fast X. Director was blown away by Momoa's performance and how he brought a new twist to the role, saying, "Was interesting to play with the duality and the push-pull within the character, where within the same sentence, he's laughing and feels the pain of losing everything. Only an actor like Jason could have done that." But don't think you've seen everything from Dante yet. Director revealed that he will be back for more in Fast 11, and he will be different from before. He said it's never twice the same with Jason. Dante will truly evolve. Let's explore something we haven't seen before. I don't know about you, but I can't wait to see what Momoa has in store for us in the next movie. He was amazing in Fast X, and I'm sure he will surprise us again with his portrayal of Dante. What do you think he will do next? Let me know in the comments below. Are you wondering what Fast 11 is all about? Well, let me tell you that it's not just another sequel in the Fast and Furious franchise. It's actually part of a 3-part final that will end the epic saga of Dom and his family. That's right, Fast 11 was announced, along with Fast X as the final chapters of the story. This is something that has never been done before in Hollywood. You've seen 2-part finales like Avengers, Infinity War and Avengers, Endgame, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows and so on. But a 3-part finale, that's a whole new level of awesome. Fast 11 will continue the story that began in Fast X and will set up the ultimate showdown in Fast 12. You don't want to miss this. Now, I know you are all eager to know when you can watch Fast 11 on the big screen. Well, I have some good news and some bad news for you. The good news is that Vin Diesel, the star and producer of the franchise, has revealed the release date for Fast 11. He said that it will hit the theaters on April 4, 2025. That's less than 2 years from now, which is pretty fast for a Fast and Furious movie. The bad news is that there is a chance that the release date might change due to some issues in Hollywood. There is a strike going on among the writers and actors unions, which makes it difficult for any movie to stick to its schedule. The president of Universal Pictures, the studio behind the franchise, said that the strike could affect the production of Fast 11. He said that they might not be able to finish the movie on time if the strike lasts too long. Of course, a Fast and Furious movie is nothing without its amazing cast of characters. And Fast 11 will have plenty of familiar faces and some new ones too. Let's start with the obvious ones. Vin Diesel will be back as Dom Toretto, the leader of the family, and he will be joined by his loyal crew, Michelle Rodriguez as Letty Ortiz, Jordana Brewster as Mia Toretto, Sang Kang as Han Lu, and Nathalie Emmanuel as Ramsey and other core members of the family will stick together until the end. But they are not the only ones. We can also expect to see some old friends and foes, like Jason Statham as Deckard Shaw, Helen Mirren as Queenie Shaw, and Gal Gadot as Giselle. And don't forget about Dwayne Johnson as Luke Hobbs, who made a surprise cameo in Fast X post-credits scene. He will probably have a bigger role in Fast 11. And speaking of surprises, we might also see Eva Mendes as Monica Fuentes again. But what about the new characters? Well, Fast X introduced some interesting ones, like Jason Momoa as Dante Reyes, the main villain of the movie. He will be back for more in Fast 11, and he will be different from before. We also met Brie Larson as Tess, a rogue agent who helped Dom and his team. And we saw Daniela Melchior as Isabel, a Brazilian street racer who joined the family. They could all return in Fast 11 and have more to do with the story. And that's not all. Vin Diesel has a big wish for Fast 11. He wants Robert Downey Jr. to play the villain in the movie.
Who do you want to see in the next movie? You've had Charlize, Brie Larson, Helen Mirren. You have Rita Moreno. Who do you want? Who do you want? Make the pitch. Let's make it happen.
Robert Downey Jr.
Who does he play?
He said that he has a perfect role for him, a role that is the antithesis of Dom Toretto. Also, Diesel spilled out some new details about the character, saying how the character would push for more driverless cars and AI, which is practically everything against that Toretto stands for. Can you imagine that? Robert Downey Jr. versus Vin Diesel? That would be epic. Who will be behind the camera for Fast 11? Well, I have some great news for you. The director of Fast X, Louis Leterrier, is coming back to direct Fast 11. Leterrier did an amazing job with Fast X, especially considering that he was hired at the last minute. He replaced Justin Lin, who left the franchise after directing 6 movies. Leterrier had to work under a lot of pressure and with very little time to make Fast X happen, and he did it. He delivered a fantastic movie that fans loved. So it makes sense that the studio wants him to direct Fast 11 too. But he's not alone. He has 2 talented writers working with him on the script for Fast 11. They are Christina Hodson and Oren Uziel. Hodson wrote Bumblebee and Birds of Prey, 2 awesome movies with strong female characters and lots of action. Uziel wrote 22 Jump Street and The Cloverfield Paradox, 2 hilarious and thrilling movies with clever twists and turns. Together, they will create a script that will blow your mind, and Leterrier has some big plans for Fast 11. He said that it will be even bigger than Fast X in terms of action, scope, and emotion. He said that you will feel all the feels when you watch it. He said that tears will roll down your face. I don't know about you, but I'm already getting goosebumps. What can we expect from the story of Fast 11? Well, that's a big mystery right now. The details are being kept secret for now, but we do know some things. We know that Fast 11 will continue the story that started in Fast X. We know that Fast X ended with a huge cliffhanger that left us hanging on the edge of our seats. We know that Fast 11 will also say goodbye to Brian O'Connor, the character played by Paul Walker, who sadly passed away in 2013. Vin Diesel said that he couldn't end the franchise without giving Brian a proper farewell. He said that it's very important to him and to the fans. We also know that there is a big surprise waiting for us in Fast 11. Do you remember the post-credits scene of Fast X? It showed us that Dwayne Johnson's character, Luke Hobbs, is back in the game. He was absent from Fast X, that he has some unfinished business with Dom Toretto and his team. We don't know yet, but we have a feeling that he will save Dom and his family from whatever danger they face. But wait, there's more. Fast 11 is not the end of the road for the Fast and Furious franchise. It's not even the end of the main story. There will be one more movie after Fast 11 to wrap up the saga. That movie will be Fast and Furious 12. It will be the final chapter of the epic journey that started in 2001. It will be the ultimate conclusion of the Toretto family saga. But don't worry, that doesn't mean that we will never see any Fast and Furious movies again. There are still possibilities for spin-offs and prequels and sequels. For example, there could be a Hobbs and Shaw 2 movie featuring Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham as the unlikely duo. There could be other movies focusing on different characters or different aspects of the Fast and Furious world. The franchise is not over yet, it's just evolving. So when can we see the Fast 11 trailer? Well, that's a tough question to answer. We don't have a trailer yet, but we can try to guess when it will come out. Let's look at the past. The first trailer for Fast X came out on February 10, 2023. That was 3 months before the movie hit the theaters. And that was also a long time after Fast 9 came out. Fast 9 was released in June 2021, so we had to wait almost 2 years to see the trailer for Fast X. That's a long time. If we follow the same pattern, then we might have to wait until late 2024 or early 2025 to see the trailer for Fast 11. That's a long time too, but maybe it will be worth it. Maybe the trailer will be so awesome that it will make us forget about the wait. Maybe it will be the best trailer ever. We can only hope. What do you think of Fast 11? Are you excited for the movie? What are you looking forward to or worried about in Fast 11? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed this video and want to support my work, please consider giving me a super thanks. It really helps me out and I appreciate it a lot. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. By the way, you can check out my other interesting videos that you would be excited in these topics. Please give it a try.